Well, here we go again. It seems that the Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, is spinning tails again, trying, of course, to pin the blame for all those illegal migrants on Brexit and, of course, Nigel Farage. I personally think there is a hidden plan behind this, which I'll come to in a minute. But Keir Starmer is having a go, basically saying, hey, Nigel, before we left the EU, we had a deal with every EU country to send asylum seekers back. And get this, he also cheekily called the Channel crossing boats Farage boats. Well, I'm sorry, Keir, but you are wrong. But if you think about it, even by Labour's standards, this is a pretty sneaky move to confuse people, isn't it? Because back in the day, before we left the EU in 2020 when the deal was finalised, the Dublin Convention let us try being an operative word there, to send some illegal migrants back to other EU countries. But guess what? They could send asylum seekers right back to us too. As usual, we got the short end of the stick, didn't we? Like in 2018, for example, when we asked our EU pals to take back 5,500 asylum seekers, they only took 209. Meanwhile, of course, we apparently had to take in 1,215 from them. So Keir, under that so-called great deal that you're praising, we were actually taking in more asylum seekers that we sent back. And not just by a little bit, oh no, by quite a bit. And of course, Keir Starmer knows this. So to try and confuse people by saying the EU deal was better when it clearly wasn't, is, let's face it, a bit of a smokescreen. But not only that, it's a kick, in my opinion, to all the future voters' balls, because he isn't exactly telling the truth there, is he? And of course, he's not advertising that fact either. But since then, the number of illegal migrants has skyrocketed, hasn't it? Not because we left the EU, no, sorry Keir, it isn't, but because both the Tories and Labour unfortunately let Brexit down. They haven't taken back control of our borders, and they have even put up thousands of illegal migrants up in fancy hotels, of course, at our expense. And it's Starmer who should own up to the boats landing here, since Labour took over in July 2024 until September the 30th, a whopping 57,329 illegal migrants have arrived on our shores, which of course, whether Keir likes it or not, is a record number. Oddly enough, Starmer, it's just say he doesn't want to brag about that too much at Labour's conference. And, of course, I don't know about you, but personally, I've got a feeling that Reform UK are the only main party, because they basically are, aren't they? Out of the Tories, Labour and Lib Dems, they are surely the only party out of them lot who actually is ready, in my opinion, to take the tough steps to secure our borders. I mean, they'll detain and deport illegal migrants to leave the ECHR and stop the boats, from what we've heard so far. And that's an immigration policy that Nigel Farage apparently is proud to stand by, and hopefully, of course, a lot of other people will be as well. I think it's about time we, as a country, stop being so soft. It's clearly obvious, in my opinion, that 99.9%, I reckon, of people coming over from the safe country of France cannot possibly be fleeing war, because they are coming from a safe country. And the sooner that Labour and the Conservatives and the other parties realise this, the better, in my opinion. In fact, actually, the sooner Nigel gets into number 10, the better, in my opinion. But it does make me wonder, if you think about it, why is Starmer trying to use this to blame Brexit? I think this potentially, and admittedly, yes, I could be wrong, but I think this might potentially be trying to open the EU backdoor up to become members once again. And I'm sure Ursula von der Leyen and the rest of them would absolutely love that.